Are you ready for a new operation?
I am never not ready.
Do you require support?
Fuck off. Let's go. This, like much of my life, is a waste of time.
AI giant Broker Tech announced today that they are canceling Daybreak, the neural mapping technology designed to allow people to live forever.
to see how much havoc we can cause today. I promise it'll be fun.
Right, I'll have a go.
Oh, it was the dog's bite, huh? That thing's got one life.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government. Led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Right fucking suspicious.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
Found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most likely to find Hamish Balaji. I've pushed the coordinates to your optic.
Cześć, Anknu, cześć, co tam, co tam? I'm fine, how are you? I'm just right now start playing Watch Dogs Part 2 after some update from Nvidia, and now work much better like yesterday. Not so far. Actually, yesterday I'm start playing this game, so maybe 25%, maybe more.
Do you need a minute?
Ready when you are, Bags.
It's high, medium, high, ultimate mixed, and ray tracing on performance, and the LSS off. Because if I turn on DLSS, it's like so much crappy.
Do you have it? Now, you loafer. What the fuck?
We need a car.
This is London Calling. You're listening to me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. This time we're turning our focus back on the media to look at my former employer, the GBB. As we know, the broadcaster has been through a lot of changes since the Hassani government gave in to pressure from its corporate backers and privatised the corporation.
Actually, London's
Today,
gay
the GBB is a
looks
shadow of its former self.
very
It's
well.
become a tool used by the government to circulate fake news and misinformation. So how did we get here? Where did it all go wrong? How can we tell when our national media has become state propaganda? Our experts speak on conditions of anonymity for their own safety. Here's disinformation and media expert Charles, who's seen free broadcasters built up by journalists and torn down by demagogues all over the world.
So before
Yeah,
the media
very similar
fragged
like
that, there was
real
a
one.
voice of authority that was trusted and
If someone
worthy
see
of
London
trust.
in real
Then
life,
what we ended up with
he can
is
compare
really
some
commercial
buildings.
model where whether you're talking
A lot
about
of
an
us
app on a
look
smart
really the
device
same.
or whether you're talking about a broadcaster, the most important thing was to keep you in that environment for the longest amount of time possible, and because that meant money in their pocket. And in order to do that, a couple of things happened. One was the use of manipulative techniques around behavioral economics, things that would just keep you scrolling or keep you listening or keep you looking for more information. The second is that that kind of environment favors sensationalism. And so you got more sensational headlines and more sensational stories, and it didn't matter whether they were true or not. It just kept people in and it kept them in the loop. So we ended up in a situation.
Anyway, this
where
game
no one
has
trusted
terrible
anything and no one
optimization,
believed
so
anything at all. And that is the perfect environment for an
If I'm
authoritarian voice to
right,
come
I
in and
got
say,
45
"No
to
way,
50
we are the truth." So the ground for
frames
this
per
environment really
second.
got created when we had one.
It's not enough for me.
Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Time to say hello, don't you think?
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to deliver.
Yeah, it's huge. Look at that.
all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
Can you say paranoid?
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Read you loud and clear.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Think I can fit through the windows up there?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform.
Thank
2,
you for
find a
follow.
cargo drone. 3,
Yeah, see you,
give up,
see you.
go home, and resolve to be a better person.
Okay, I'm on it.
This doesn't need to get out of control.
Oops, oops, oops.
There's a lot of traps. You weren't joking when you said he had the whole place rigged.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
Okay, I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash the hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
Trzeba będzie tu, będzie dołem. Właśnie będzie prąd, dobra. Czy tu przychodzi? Musimy podać to prąd. Też to nie gra. Właśnie.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Okay.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Let's not do anything hasty, please.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Never. I'm one of the good guys.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait! Albion knows you're in London. Kill me if you've got to, but run!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Believe me, we know all about it. Why else would I be risking my life here?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we came here to get your help. Cass is dangerous. He needs to be stopped. He was behind the bombings and tried to kill us.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think, Amish, think. Shit, fine. We can table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Oh, crap.
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot.
Jesus.
Message received. Moving in. All units respond. We have a shooter. Right, close this fucker down.
samochodu się tragicznie prowadzą.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect. We're attending to an accident. Stand by. Calling all available officers to my location.
Da się czy się nie uda?
Calling in for a tactical ramp.
That they can smile without crying. That's what drama teaches them to do.
I think all that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
Thanks once again to Optic. According to Bloom, the Optic system is now the most secure it's ever been. And, well, of course, I mean, it's so convenient, Optic.
All right, Chief.
So much time.
That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all these problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizing or some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice.
Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cyber security sniffing my proxy IP. Wants to trace the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Tower of London? Isn't that really hard to get into?
I'd like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market for, and she's nearby.
Kurczę, jak byłem w Londynie, mieszkałem, to dokładnie pamiętam, że właśnie tędy się szło, było Tower Bridge. I z ciekawości aż poszedłem to sprawdzić. No i co? Wychodzimy za róg i jest Tower Bridge. Odwzorowanie map jest po prostu genialne.
Hello.
You lot certainly know how to pick your targets. You do know that Albion have set up their headquarters in there, right?
Trust me, I'd rather not be breaking in. But Nigel Cass has some kind of meeting plan to unveil a new project. This could mean trouble for all of us. I have to check it out.
Fucking Nigel Cass. You're right. Nothing good can come of this. Luckily, I hear loads of sob stories working in our pub. And near this place, quite a few from Albion are dissatisfied with the status quo. You turn on the charm, and I'm sure you can get one to join the good guys. Even got a candidate in mind.
Fascinating. Send me their details.
I'll have Bagley push it along. Good luck, love.
Good luck, love.
We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.
How are we going to recruit someone who works for Albion?
They're jackbooted thugs who regularly murder civilians. If finding a disenchanted employee is really that difficult, humanity's much worse off than I thought. It would also be quite useful to have someone on the inside.
For however long that lasts, Nigel's real. Sniffing out spies.
Personal experience speaking?
Yeah, not really in a sharing mood right now, fam.
Albion's looking for good candidates. That's it. No more games. Come on, now we both know you have what you want. Get out of it right now. Already.
Tu wyjść.
Total cock.
Are you interested in helping London?
Oh, you're DedSec. Good. I need help with something.
We'll do our best to help out. What's your problem?
My friend's got this rare blood disorder, and with the NHS in the state it's in, he hasn't been able to get proper treatment in months. The only doctor that would help him works for Clan Kelly. Highly expensive and illegal. But I had no other choice.
Go on.
It was a fucking scam. But my friend got addicted. That's when the doc stopped giving the treatment unless we paid more. Much more. Now we can't afford it.
That's just so inhumane. Don't worry about it. We'll get your friend's meds.
Okay.
That's a bit close.
Zając.
Well, this quote-unquote doctor is a real winner. He was struck off the medical register for gross malpractice last year, and now he's a freelance mob surgeon. Nice work if you can get it.
Would you be able to track him down then?
I am quite literally always tracking everyone down. Pushing you his coordinates now.
Dobra, gdzie on jest? Pokaż. Tu żadne pojazdy nie jeżdżą.
Oh no, don't hurt me.
We still have you.
Cheers, mate.
Czekaj, czekaj.
Christ.
You're listening to the bar.
Nibbling up.
The Clan Kelly doctor you're looking for is close by. And he's got a highly secure laptop with him too. That should contain the whereabouts of the drug shipment. There's the laptop.
Almost gone.
Yes, I just sprinkled fairy dust on it and the thing encrypted its fucking self. Alright.
Alright, chill out.
My fault. Stop breathing down my neck. Say you're sorry.
What was that?
Laptop scraped. Get to safety while I analyze the data. I found the mob warehouse where the experimental drugs are being stored. I'm sure Mary Kelly won't mind if you nick a few.
No, to fajnie się udało zwiać.
Hello. This is the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs.
There's the vehicle with the drugs in it. Try not to destroy it.
A, tak mam tego bana ukraść, to nie będę zostawiał sobie wyjazdu.
Hello, resistors. This is the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's
Got the vehicle. What's next?
I found a safe location where our friend can pick it up. Sending you the coordinates now.
vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have a crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000. 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right, sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't know humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country.
It's done. We stashed the drug somewhere discreet. Bagley will give you the location. Now you can help your friend.
I owe you.
Hey, you know what? You're exactly the kind of person DedSec is looking for. You should join us. It's fun.
Yes, I think we'll make a formidable team.
Let's have a chat. Come on.
You haven't been praising people like skills all the time.
You'll fit right in. The more people willing to fight the system, the better.
Yes, I'm ready to go bastard hunting with you lot.
Brilliant.
Not going well.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. We should let them know they're needed. Nigel Cass's meeting will begin soon. Approach the Tower of London when you're ready.
Come on over here. Let's have a chat.
You're listening to the bug.
Nibbling.
If we're lucky, word hasn't spread that you've hung up your jackboots. Just try to put on your meek, harmless, broken by the system face. Oh, and don't forget your uniform.
Nie no, mundur mam to. To da się dziś wejść? Chyba tu.
To be honest, I'm amazed Albion were allowed to claim such a landmark.
Looking sharp. Your ex-colleagues won't pay any attention to you unless you let them take a close look.
Ciągnęły.
you, you bastard.
Widzisz? Jeszcze nie wiem. Ty jesz? Znowu? Czemu oni mnie najeżdżają cały czas?
Investigating disturbance. All humans must comply with Albion.
Let's find the son of a bitch! Drone, spread out and search. Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the Borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days, you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Great.
Failure to comply will result in forceful intervention. Hostile target. Deploying combat
Ja się strzelam, okej.
A word of caution now we're inside. Any disturbance in here and Nigel Cass will surely cancel his meeting. Avoid being detected by your former colleagues or this operation is a bust.
Nigel won't have anything important on this floor.
You seem to know a lot more about him than the average person.
Yeah, I was Albion too, if you hadn't twigged to that. Me and Cass were close once. Looked up to him.
Huh.
He was bigger than life, fam. Literally a tech genius. And I was just a gearhead kid. I wanted to be like him. That's why I joined up.
Seriously?
Didn't find out he was a
Przejdę,
murderous prick until later.
O, udało się.
dealing with construction.
I heard someone saying DedSec was built. They better not be. Just a bunch of terrorists pretending to have morals.
This door clearly requires a security pass.
Great.
Use one of the nearby computers to create your forgery.
Be careful. You don't want to know what Nigel does with trespassers.
You been up there lately? What is this rubbish? There's some parts of the city that need woodworking over with some heavy boots. You understand?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But there's always an element that's going to still.
Sure, but I thought we'd taken care of them long ago.
You mean DedSec? I've heard some talk on the street that they may be back in.
It'll take some time for the forgery to be ready. To keep you occupied, I dragged up still images and a recording from an internal investigation into Cass Senior's death.
Let's see it.
Internal Psych Assessment AS001 Subject Cass Nigel. Mr. Cass experienced a deeply traumatic event when he witnessed the murder of his father, Gareth Cass, CEO of Albion. He began exhibiting symptoms soon after what he frequently described as the random event. Mr. Cass's initial symptoms included insomnia, paranoia, distorted blame, and recurring flashbacks. However, he appears to have channeled his anger and self-described powerlessness into his work to ensure that Albion become, quote, a mechanism for preventing unpredictable violence. It seems somewhat of a mania, edging on psychosis. For me, this raises concerns about Mr. Cass's fitness to run a multinational security company. But I cannot, at this time, make any recommendation beyond continued monitoring, especially considering that I have been asked to close this file.
So, looks like Cass has some issues to work through. Would have been nice if he had done that before he had to secure London.
Yeah, well, Nigel's never close to anyone but his dad. And me, I guess. Never had much faith in people, really.
Well, the pass is ready, but rough. If this resistance thing doesn't work out, I doubt you'll make a living as a document forger. Let's give it a go anyway. Nigel Cass awaits.
Dziękuję.
How's it going? Seemed a bit tense.
How are you getting on with those metrics? The deadline is coming up quickly. It wouldn't do to miss it. He's presenting to the stakeholders right now.
I know, but if I mess this up, then the whole...
Welcome to Project Themis. Our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively. Without your support, I couldn't stand here and tell you, I promise you, that with the launch of Project Themis, London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Mr. Cass, I was hoping you called us all in here today to discuss the ethical issues.
No, it's all right. The Commissioner cares, as we all do. I admire his passion and his dedication. Let's talk ethics.
Well, for one, Themis goes far beyond Albion's mandate. We really should have more government consultation.
I see. Delay the launch so that we can debate and assess the details.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the Defense Minister on the line right now.
Well, if you feel you must. It's the human element that got us into this. No more debate, delay, indecision. Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis. Now, will our friends at Tidus be ready? You are the cornerstone of the project after all. Do you need to consult any outside parties?
No. We'll be ready.
And just in time. Criminals running our streets. Illegals threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists. Decisiveness is hard. But here's the best part. Once this decision is made,
No more will be required of you.
Attention, a building-wide security sweep has been initiated due to document breach.
I warned you about that forgery. Your uniform will help. Don't let them get a close look at you.
I need an exit, Bagley.
The catacombs, fam.
Who the fuck is that?
Give it up.
Fucking what? Help us here.
Enjoy the headache later.
Dobra, ale jak wejść do katakumb?
Look around. No stone unturned. Give up. We might go easy. What? Come on. Fuck! They are vanished.
O kurwa. To nie był dobry pomysł. Nie wiem, jak pewnie wyjść.
Saw Nigel in action there, didn't you? Man can be very, persuasive.
He's certainly efficient and cold-blooded, and fully committed to rolling out this Themis project. Not good news. What the hell? Damn.
Zszedłem. Tu nie ma zejścia na pierdziel.
Shit! I do not like this at all.
Co hop?
What What was that?
Będzie płynąć.
Fucking hell. Albion's top secret project is an automated killing machine. And it looks like Cass is almost ready to launch. We have to get Themis out of his hands.
I'll prepare a briefing. Will we see you there, Hamish?
Pretty face, not risking, remember? But patch me in. You and me got some scheming to do, Bagley.
Mhm.
I'll start the briefing whenever you're ready. Here's what we know about Nigel Cass. He's rolling out something called Project Themis. The lack of information on its own is worrisome, but what little we do know is Cass wishes to remove the human element from law enforcement.
We also know he's partnered with Titus, which is never good. Titus does other work with Albion. Nasty shit like autonomous weapons, human targeting algorithms.
So Titus is our best lead to fill in the blanks on the secret project, but their security is notoriously difficult to crack. So Hamish has proposed an intriguing solution.
Albion's been working on a new microdrone, something my contact told me about. That shit's not even in production yet, but if we get the plans, we can manufacture our own.
To bypass Titus security?
Exactly. They're weird as fuck. Supposed to do maintenance on Albion's other drones, but the smallness of them means they can slip into places nothing else can.
Well, there we have it. Our next step is to infiltrate the Albion drone manufacturing lab and get our hands on schematics.
And then you lot will have a fun little gadget to break into Titus. Love it. I'll shoot you the location. Be careful. Albion doesn't like to share his toys.
I hope this isn't a bad time, but we need your particular skill set for something.
All right.
To się zbugowało.
goes after them. And they send all their shit, drones, whatever. But get this, none of it works. Car gets away, like nothing. Not even a black guy.
Może być taksówka.
You're listening to the bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a once free Britain.
Auto drive
Hello,
now
resistors,
enabled.
this is the bug, keeping hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around that now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything.
You need to leave this area right now.
Technology will, in fact, render us all obsolete. And we won't use them at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, and they tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involve human beings.
I could do with a spot of tea and crumpets.
From the very dawn of time. And think of it, an automated
Bloody fool! Something's going.
Jestem.
You're listening to the bug.
Nibbling
Czemu
away
mnie
on the
nie
rotting
wyrzuciło?
carcass of a once free Britain. Hello, resistors, this is the bug, keeping the fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little novelty Christmas light, shaped like a flame, but it's something. It is something to cling to. Joining me, as always, is Alice. And Alice, hold the front page. Technology apparently is here to stay. There's no way around it now. Much as I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time. But new tech is creating 4,000 jobs. Count them all, 4,000 new jobs. Thanks to this new tech investment.
I mean, that's a very exciting thing if you're someone who wants to work in the tech sector, but I can only assume that this tech investment has created 4,000 jobs that will immediately be taken by robots.
Even if they're not, there'll be jobs that no one in their right sane mind would actually want to do, but that's the price of progress, I guess. And we have to embrace the way technology is taking over everything, because maybe this is a ray of hope for us in this darkened universe, that technology will in fact render us all obsolete, and we won't need humans at all, because look at the bad things that are happening now. What is the common denominator behind all of them?
I don't know, Andy, tell me.
All the bad things that are happening now, all the bad things that have ever happened, all involved human beings. They're always involved whenever anything goes wrong from the very dawn of time. And think of this, an automated Nigel Cass, surely a step up on the human Nigel Cass. You could even program it to have a tiny, tiny sliver of conscience. And if you had an automated Prime Minister, you could program it to be occasionally in the goddamn country. So that's, again, it's a step forward.
Again, I insist that there's never been a Prime Minister, Andy. I've never seen him, I've never heard of him. The only times I ever hear what the Prime Minister does is it's when nothing happens.
I mean, it has reached the point where, and I've thought this for a long time, we would be better off if the Prime Minister was a watermelon. No, it would be, I think we'd all be happy with that. We'd all know where we stood.
You hear him being praised for his diplomatic skills all the time, but the best mark of diplomacy is when nothing happens. So good diplomacy is indistinguishable from him doing absolutely nothing.
You are listening to...
You're coming up on the Albion drone facility where the micro drone is being
Ja
developed.
pierdzielę, hamulce
I hope
nie
it's
zadziałały.
worth it.
It will be. You're gonna need to disable the security system protecting the R&D lab.
That's the one core skill they need, the ability to pretend that they are living happy and fulfilled lives, that they have jobs that are worth doing, and that they're making the planet a better place, and that they control their own destiny, and that they have even the power to control it.
No dobra, musimy się tam jakoś dostać.
Initiate lockdown.
O, shit, tam jest dobrze to chronione.
Vanished. Brilliant.
This is a restricted area. All unauthorized personnel must leave immediately.
Just heard something.
Report all suspicious activities for your own safety. Disturbance detected. Beginning investigation.
Strasznie duże te drony widzę.
Quadrant clear. My bloody ears!
Security's down in the R&D lab. The plans for the microdrone will be in there somewhere.
Okej. Co dalej? Ah! Kurwa, co ty robisz? No, nie wyszło mi to w ogóle.
I've downloaded the schematics. You can leave whenever you like.
These are a pleasure to drive because they drive themselves.
Fire of hope alive in the vacuum of today's Britain. Okay, fires don't burn in vacuums. It's a little...
Now that we have the schematics, we can make micro-drones of our very own.
Better move fast on that, Bags. We need to get into Titus ASAP. Shut down Project Themis before Nigel decides to launch. And with what he was saying, we don't have much time.
I'd like to go back to the 18th century and see if we can have another crack at the Industrial Revolution and get it later on this time.
O kurczę, daleko.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
You're listening. Come on.
We've successfully trialed our first micro-drone, and it's officially as cute as the dickens. I've decided to name it Sebastian.
Time to break into Titus.
And take away Nigel Cass's newest toy, Project Themis. Bagley, any idea where that name comes from?
Greek mythology. Themis was the goddess of divine justice. You know, the one with the sword.
Ooh, that is so Nigel fucking Cass.
See? School's useful for something besides social maladjustment. Find the schematics of the building and I'll work out the location of the Themis project.
Co on tu robił?
Awaiting an active protest report.
Something over there. I'm taking you in. I've got this. Stop resisting!
Żadnej kamery nie ma.
I'm ordering you to stand down! Not so tough now, are you?
This is bullshit!
our next area.
Look round for anything named Themis.
Okay, I'm on it.
Well, if I was hiding a top-secret, morally dubious drone project like Themis, I would put it in the secure vault on the lowest level. You will have to hack your way past some pretty serious security, however. The elevator that leads to the secure vault that houses Themis is locked down. You will have to access the bypass terminal to use it. You will require a spider bot.
Investigation underway. Target sighted.
Get that spider!
Get this thing hooked.
Fuck!
What?
Find the arsehole controlling that spider. Damn, it's like they just vanished.
People of London, all illegal activity.
Consider yourself lucky, mate.
Cease and desist.
Stand down.
Dron tam latał.
be using Sebastian and the rest of the microdrones to bypass security. But first you'll have to get by that laser array. I suggest a spider bot and steady nerves.
Okay, I'm on it.
Our job is not an easy one, but it is an important one. Right now, we devote countless hours to intelligence gathering, and still things slip through the cracks. We're doing our best, you tell me. We are, but our best isn't good enough. That doesn't sound right. But even we aren't perfect yet. Yeah, no, like that. That strikes a humble note. We make errors in judgment. That's human nature, but we cannot afford errors. We are the last resort to protect the people. Project Themis will dispense justice and protection. It will use data to predict the patterns of crime and abuse. It will let us transcend the faults in our own nature. Not bad. Yeah, they'll have questions, of course, which is fair. It's an extreme measure. And there is potential.
Czemu nie mogę się podpiąć tu?
Security lockdown initiated.
All right, Sebastian, this is what you and your friends have been training for. Time to crash the security grid for Daddy.
Time to try out our microdrone. Let's steal some top secret data.
That's the spirit. She'll be pretty sick. This is taking too long, mate. Why don't you just shoot the damn door?
Wait, I just need a minute.
O.
Sebastian, no!
Right then, no time for tears. Meet Sebastian, another of our countless microdrone allies. All named Sebastian, of course. You can't iterate on perfection.
Jebana sieć, przecież nie będę tę godzinę leciał.
There are the cores. Destroy them, Sebastian. And for God's sake, be careful. You've made your father very proud, Sebastian. Oh, right. You should be able to access the Themis project room now.
Let's ruin Nigel's fucking day.
London, once a beacon of civility, now a cesspool of lawlessness. It is clear that humanity can no longer police itself. Fortunately, we don't have to. Welcome to Project Themis. Albion has found a way to apply an existing system, LifeScore, a data aggregator of biometrics, personal information, to our new autonomous drones. These drones can identify, isolate, and terminate threats before they can do harm. They can go anywhere, see everything. They could kill a man alone in an alley or in a crowd of hundreds with perfect precision. Themis drones can do what humans have always struggled to. Act immediately and decisively.
Fuck me, I knew it. The LifeScore algorithm. My algorithm. I should have scrubbed it before I left.
What do you mean, Hamish? You know how Themis works.
No, fam. Well, yeah. This was years ago. We were developing a life score algorithm for what Cass called a peacekeeping system. Supposed to identify vulnerable civilians, not target them.
Jesus.
So in theory, Themis could be programmed to target anyone based on any number of parameters.
Exactly. That's the way Cass thinks. Genius, but twisted. We have to stop this, and I know how. We delete the life score data, and Themis is done.
Jesus. All right, fine. Done.
Yes, we'll have the award ceremony another time. Get out now.
To nabraliśmy trochę.
This may be entertaining. I've intercepted an audio transmission from Nigel Cass.
No more excuses. This is my city, and I will not have DedSec ruin my plans for it. Themis was poised to change London, the world. And this group of... And Hamish fucking Balaji? I want them all. They made you all look like fools. They walked calmly into the White Tower, and no one, not one of you, stopped them with all our vaunted security measures. So do any of you have anything to say? Nothing. Well, everyone, and I mean everyone in the organization, will be revetted immediately. Someone help them, that's certain, and we will root them out. This time, we will get them all.
Well, that's about done it. Cass is gonna steam about this for a while. No more life score, no more Themis. You did it.
We did it together, Hamish. And we still need your help to take down Cass for good. What do you say?
Not much of a joiner, fam. Considering how my days at Albion ended. But I'll be keeping watch on them and Cass. Maybe feed you lots of intel.
And there's still the question of Zero Day. Remember them? Completely gutted DedSec 1.0.
Cass had a hand in that purge, Bagley, and in the bombings, so we'll gladly accept any help you can give us, Hamish. Cheers.
You're listening to The Bug.
Nibbling away on the rotting carcass of a...
Wow, my mum would be proud. I'm kicking ass.
Co my tu mamy nowego? Coś podostawaliśmy, jakieś punkty widziałem.
DedSec is fun.
You...
Co będzie bliżej, zobaczymy.
Recruited if DedSec thought you'd be killed back in the last adventure of Detective Back...
Tam mnie denerwuje, że się długo
I've
te
been
misje tak
monitoring the drone
zaczynają.
network. Mary Kelly. Has finally sent out the invitations to her slave market sale.
DedSec, it's Caitlin Lau. This is your specialty. Hack one of those drones and get the location where she's selling those poor microchipped people. Let's put an end to this.
Reports. I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Control, we've received the call, over.
Well, that was simple, even for you. Give me a moment to decipher the security codes.
So, Bagley, what do you have?
Mary Kelly is holding her sale at Hackney Baths. Opened in 1904, it was, as the name implies, a public sanitation facility. In today's more enlightened modern times, it's a slave trading market.
She mentioned foreign investors, so this is big. It means associates, clients, employees, anyone remotely involved in her organization. We're taking Mary Kelly down from within.
Inspector Lau wants to take her case against Mary Kelly to a contact in the Attorney General's office, which means gathering as much data as we can to make sure it has the leverage needed for them to prosecute.
The microchips are a huge part of this equation that we know almost nothing about. We need something tangible about these things. See if you can find anything. Blueprints, receipts, samples.
So, the plan is simple. Crash the Kellys' soiree, find out as much as you can, and, minor detail, try not to get killed.
Nie pasuje.
Can't be too careful at the baths, team. Mary can kill all her captives with the push of a button. If we try to free them now, they're good as dead. She doesn't know we're on to her yet. That gives us the advantage.
What now?
Don't just blunder in. Hack the building's CTOS hub and see what to expect once you're inside.
Good call. I'm in.
Get all the names, places, dates, whatever information you can in there. We need to build this case. And find a way to free those people.
I'll see what else I can find.
Aye, no one's here yet. Good thing, too. The champagne's late. And you know how these rich bastards like free blanc. We ain't up the teeth with it. Yeah, products primed and ready for sale, no worries. Nah, shit. Not for this lot, at least, which is fine with me. She's the boss and all, but, exactly. Always on eggshells when she's around, you know. Bound to be bloody, too. Later.
To nie wiem, czy to... A, jest tu coś. Piwnica.
Come on, look at the camera. Straight. Right, that's good. Stand up now. And slowly turn around.
I don't want to do this. Please.
Get your fucking ass up. Fucking miserable. There's no way this bastard will sell. The buyers expect high quality stuff.
All right then, get him downstairs. We'll update the catalogue and put his stats
No,
online.
no, I'm sorry. I'll do what you say.
Don't take me there, no! Shut the fuck up!
Damn. What the hell?
We've got to check it out.
Chances are good the basement will be locked. Chances are equally good that one of these knobheads left their access codes laying around somewhere. Thanks for the cellar key, knobhead.
Brilliant.
Hang on. We hear something.
Good looking, you lazy prick.
I can sense him. Eyes open. Come out! Fuck! Nothing here, move on. Nothing much here. Kill you!
Spread out. Find them.
I've got nothing. I'll try over there.
Let's make this quick, all right?
Whoa, put it away, mate.
If the shithead's gone, then it's not my problem anymore.
How can these people call themselves human beings? They're drinking wine and buying slaves.
Keep your head. If we try anything before disabling the microchips, Mary Kelly is liable to purge her inventory.
Option for extending your life. Add decades with a new heart. Kidneys, lungs, cornea. The Golden Goose.
That's creepy as hell.
Oj,
The Golden
banami
Goose is an
handlują.
online marketplace for buying people and organs that are still in people who will soon be dead people. Mary Kelly is a sick fuck.
I suggest washing your hands after this. Well, here's something interesting.
Miss Kelly, why is our explosive shipment delayed? You've received the crypto.
Every penny, love. Must admit, I thought you was some trolls chatting shit in Mum's basement.
And what do you think now?
I think you're well funded. And my organisation could be implicated in something quite ghastly. I think the price just doubled.
True to your reputation. But we can offer you something more valuable than money.
What's that then?
Power. We can make you the Queen of London.
Queen, eh? A queen is sovereign, autonomous.
Unchecked. Release our shipment, and London will be yours to rule.
Oh, I know a good deal when I hear one. Fireworks are on the way. Careful you don't burn yourselves now.
Ah, this is the nail in her coffin. Mary Kelly supplied the explosives for the bombings. Add that to the slaves and the organ market, she is done.
That's an interesting turn of events. So Mary isn't Zero Day, but she's involved. I have to admit, Zero Day's plan to cover their tracks was clever, and it worked. Even I didn't suspect this, and I suspect a lot of things.
Let's not lose sight of what we're doing here. We need everything on the Golden Goose for Caitlin's case. Bagley, were you able to recover any data?
This is a simple market site. I've recovered inventory lists, but not much that will help Inspector Lau's case.
Bags, we need to find the website servers. We can siphon the information Caitlin needs and shut this down before it goes fully online.
I'd love to, but the servers are rudely jumping all over the world. They're probably using a shuffle protocol and some kind of mixnet. I can work it out, obviously, but it will take me a few days.
What about the host upstairs? He might know where they are. Save us some time.
Dzięki.
You can give up now? She aims, she fires, she hits.
Got to go. Jak on sobie jeden się uchował? Ja się wjebałem.
Good instincts. I've got coordinates for the Golden Goose servers, and as a bonus, the microchip control relay. Both are at Neogate.
Top job, Bagley.
To spadamy. Ups. Było ciepło.
DedSec, we need that server data. Once we have it, I'll take it to the Attorney General's office. Mary Kelly is going down for all of this.
You're right, but we can't leave the Golden Goose online. We'll have to destroy the servers and the microchip control relay. It's the only way we can save the people that are still chipped. Let's do this.
Next stop, Neogate. It seems Mary hid the Golden Goose service in the heart of a cybersecurity software company. I don't condone her actions, but I must applaud the method.
Find the person responsible for this.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Gdzie ty jedziesz?
I'm here.
Neogate hasn't been around for long, but they're leading the antivirus market. I bet the Kellys have something to do with this growing success. Regardless, we're about to destroy all of it.
Listen, I want that as bad as you do. But let's gather all the evidence we can before blowing it up. This is what we've been chasing after this whole time.
I suggest hacking the camera network to see what's what.
No, tędy przyszedłem. To bardziej skomplikowane to się robi.
Spider sighted. We need to find the operator.
I'm moving on.
What a nightmare!
It's clear. Moving on.
I lost them.
Muszę stąd nie ma głowy.
It's you against me now. All right.
Let's find this bellend.
These feeds are from a sub-basement under the server room. Anyone up for some light entertainment?
You see, it contains a chemical cocktail. Botulinum, conotoxin, succinylcholine. Well, why go into specifics if you wouldn't even understand? Let's just say it took a lot of trial and error to get the mix right. Wouldn't want to kill him too quickly or contaminating the organs.
Oh my god, this is where they implant the microchips. Test them. Bagley, capture all this footage. It's all going into my case file.
Here's another. I'm glad to see they're trying to keep things sterile. Don't want to risk infection. One more.
At issue are the strong convulsions triggered by the microchips, and concern over the possibility of damaging the valuable merchandise, the eyes being the most vulnerable. Initial findings indicate that the microcharge may be the problem. Although the damage to the lower stem is minimal, it is enough to trigger strong convulsions in approximately
Okay, Bagley, please stop. I can't watch this anymore.
There's a special place in hell for all the people involved in this operation.
You've got all the Golden Goose data along with this footage. Plus, you have her conspiring in the bombings. That must be enough to put Mary away.
I hope so. Now, how about blowing that shit up and disabling those microchips?
Brill. It's open.
Yes, yes. Well done.
Gdzieś wypają, kurde.
Time to leave Mary Kelly a present. Let's blow this shit up. This should do it.
The microchips are no longer functioning. I think Kenny's golden goose is cooked.
Bagley, your jokes need work.
Just leave the area before the same thing happens to you, all right?
We have enough, DedSec. I'm going to my contact in the Attorney General's office right now. No time to waste. Mary Kelly is finally going down. Thanks.
Don't let us down, Caitlin.
There are still people with the microchip inside of them. It would be irresponsible to leave them under Kelly control.
Any second now, Mary Kelly is going to realize that her personal slaves are no longer slaves and more like potential witnesses. We should apprehend her before she turns them into definite corpses.
We can't risk that happening. It might throw a spanner in Caitlin's plans. But we need to help those last few people she's threatening.
The Kelly's stronghold is at the Sandstone residence. I've marked it on your map.
You're right. I'll get help.
There's a potential recruit you may want to check out. Pushing your location.
Searching for whoever's compromised the vehicle. Drone, initiate search.
Oto ta chata, do której ciężko wejść było.
Mary's possibly going on a rampage of cleaning house, and she still has control over the microchips in her vicinity. We need to disable them from her security system if we don't want all the help to die.
Read you loud and clear.
Śmiesznie to brzmiało. Nic innego jak pająk mi przychodzi do głowy. Z tym karabinem, który się dostać trzeba będzie chyba puścić pająka i tyle. Mega ciężko.
That's it. I'm looking for him.
Gonna keep moving.
No one here, but I'll keep looking. Dipshit's here. We just have to find them.
No one here. I'll take another area.
We're done here. Fucker's gone.
Brill. Done. Have a look at this.
Come on, jump! Bring it on then, fuck! Peter!
Jesus.
Right. Well, at least the chips are disabled. Mary has sealed herself in her office downstairs, but the mainframe will repower the elevator. Oh, and guards are on the lookout, so do try to survive.
Brill.
You need to stay near the mainframe long enough so I can reactivate the lift to Mary's office.
Bloody chips don't work. I'm in my office. Come exterminate the vermin. Peter's down. Get your useless asses down here and end these cockroaches. Where is everyone? Come over here! Do your fucking job!
Done. The elevators are operational and you can access Mary's office now. And Inspector Lau is on channel. None too happy, I'm afraid.
DedSec, what the hell are you doing over there? We had a deal. We do this my way. That's why we gathered all that proof. I have the paperwork we need.
Is your paperwork going to stop her killing her slaves? The woman's a mad dog, Lau.
We don't have time to fucking discuss this again. Get in there and stop her from doing anything drastic. I'm on my way.
Czyż ja mam tam wejść, tak? Okej. O, to jest. Pająk. Co ono tu odjebało?
Come on then. I don't need no fucking microchip to gut you filthy bastards! Oh. DedSec, is it? At least your timing's good.
The police are coming for you.
Oh, I am counting on it, love. Everyone freeze! Back away from her. Mary Kelly, you're under arrest. Take me in, Inspector. I'll throw myself on the mercy of the bleeding court. But don't plan on me staying around very long. You lot, I gave you purpose when this city spit you out. We'll be seeing each other again very soon. Stop! You don't think she's gonna let you scum take her white whale?
Who are you protecting? The system or the people?
Promise us. Promise us she won't go free.
Go. I'll take care of this.
I'll leave you, buddy.
Well, DedSec, you got your wish. Mary won't be walking away from this or anything else. I wanted to do this the right way, but after everything I've seen, I guess I couldn't let her live.
She had it coming, Lau. And it's all she deserved. For the lives she destroyed, for Angel. You did the right thing.
She only reaped what she sowed, Caitlin. At least now she won't harm anyone else.
I don't know. That was some version of justice, but not mine. At least, I didn't think it was when we started all of this.
Well, the Queen may be dead, but there are plenty of Tan Kelly peons willing to take up the mantle.
You're right about that, Bagley. I will keep my ear to the ground. I hear about more Clan Kelly shenanigans, you'll be the first to know. You're good partners, DedSec. Let's keep it going.
This is strange. One of our servers is being pinged constantly from the Wi-Fi of a particular Star Roger coffee.
Sorry, am I supposed to care?
Yes, I thought it was noise at first too, but then I decoded the pings. It's Morse code. 3 letters repeating over and over.
Go on.
S-O. Wait for it. S.
Let's have a look.
Tak myślałem.
Send me the location, please.
Gdzie to jest? To jest tak daleko. Tu się tepniemy i pojedziemy stamtąd.
Home sweet home.
Have a good time? I don't know. It started out pretty boring. Nothing was really happening. Then this one smart kid got up and started talking. Lego. Contraband tech? No, it was the best thing I've ever. Remember your manners next time.
Jaką panoramę Londynu fajną mamy.
I'm here. What now?
There doesn't seem to be any obvious peril, does there? Have a seat and I'll ping back the IP, sending us the distress signal.
Fucking drones everywhere.
Miss? Is this a flip phone? Do they even still make these?
It's a cryptophone. It's secure. Every device on CTOS can be compromised. If we're overheard, we're dead. Both of us.
Who the hell is this?
Not important. What matters is that I have inside information on SIRS, and I believe the people who framed you are rogue officers. And loath as I am to say it, DedSec may be my only hope to stop them.
I'm listening. No promises, though.
Good. I hid coordinates to a meeting place on a device in that establishment.
Bags? Sabine? What are we getting into?
All right, that's a wrinkle. This SARS bloke says Zero Day are a bunch of Secret Service dickheads. I mean, I suppose it does make sense. The bombings were too sophisticated for randos, but SARS could pull it off.
Officially, SIRS, or the Signals Intelligence Response Service, uses surveillance data drawn from CTOS to identify large-scale terrorist and criminal threats. Then they send Albion to shoot the threats in the face. For example,
And in the wake of escalating violence in London, the SIRS is extending the right to use lethal force to law enforcement and Albion securities.
unofficially, SIRS uses your data to read your mind and arrest you for having naughty thoughts.
So we have means and opportunity, which leaves motive. SARS are fascist pricks, but they're supposed to stop groups like Zero Day from doing terrorist shite. Why cause one? When you meet this guy, ask.
Searching for the one who hacked this vehicle.
We have a problem. He's gone, but someone was here. Looks like there was a fight.
SIRS may be onto him. If you get access to the area's surveillance infrastructure, I can rebuild the scene in AR.
I'll give it a go.
Trzeba tu jakąś pająka wpuścić. Gdzie to jest w ogóle prąd? Można było tutaj poukładać sobie.
That's done it. Now return to the scene and I'll reconstruct what happened to our contact.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
That appears to be our contact.
Jesus.
Yes, it certainly doesn't look like his best day, does it? Analyze the clues in the AR workspace to find out what happened to him. This is a non-lethal weapon, so odds are he's still alive, though he may not want to be. They've taken our SIRS contact away, but they may still be nearby. I can reconstruct the vehicle's path from unsecured CCTV recordings. That should allow you to follow it. The reconstruction's nearly finished, and so's our contact if you don't hurry. It looks like our contact's assailants stopped here, but I can't see them nearby. Let's analyze the data to see if we can find out where they went.
CTOS-AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Przeładowali go na busa.
Our contact's assailants are switching vehicles to elude pursuers, which is standard operating procedure for private military burgs like Albion.
Albion? I thought they'd be SIRS.
What can I tell you? They're mercenaries. If you keep looking, you might find out why they're interested in an SIRS whistleblower. I've completed a thorough analysis of the vehicle and concluded it is a van.
Oh, bravo.
Oh, Bagley. Could you tell me more about it?
Well, I could also mention that the minute traces of sand in the tire tracks indicate that it's been on a construction site recently. But you know me, hate to sound like a smartass. I've been scanning nearby construction yards for Albion activity and, long story short, some dozy git has forgotten to turn off the security camera in the makeshift torture room.
Let's see it.
I'm not who you think I am. You're Malik, a SIRS officer and a leaky fucking twat. It's not me. I swear to God. Please, please.
Oh, God. They'll kill him. Bagley, we have to do something. Send me a location.
Czy to byliśmy przed chwilą? Okay.
What was that? Wait.
Any luck yet?
Hang on. Oh, ah, oh.
What?
Right, let's spread out and look. Search complete. 6 time codes.
Kurwa, jak jest mocno. Dobra. W końcu się znalazł.
It's all right. And we're dead sec. You called us.
Of course. You shouldn't have come here. Now they'll know for sure I've betrayed them.
We just saved your life.
No, you've just damned us both. Look, I'll upload the intelligence onto an anonymous FTP. It'll explain everything.
No way, you explain everything.
My name is Richard Malik. I'm an intelligence analyst. I believe Zero Day are rogue SIRS officers who framed you for the bombings to seize power. Now they're murdering or blackmailing anyone who threatens them, which now somehow includes me.
All right. Bagley will check out your intel stuff. I just hope I don't regret this.
That I can't promise.
Malik has made his way out, and now I suggest you do the same.
He's a regular Snowden, isn't he? I think it's worth checking his information anyway.
All right, 1 second.
Bagley, go over this man's information, and if it rings true, call a team meeting.
Hey, fam. This is SIRS we're talking about, not some Albion dickheads. We should walk away, right now, while we still have kneecaps.
I disagree. He needs us.
May I present the third option? Just use him. An SIRS whistleblower, even one you don't trust, could still help us find the arseholes that blew up half of London and framed DedSec for it. You don't have to invite him to your birthday, just use his information.
Not a bad idea.
Sure.
Dobra, na tym zakończymy dzisiaj.
ready to begin.
Here's the gist. Malik's intelligence checks out. A rogue faction of SARS officers framed DedSec for the bombings to consolidate power over the government. But now they've noticed that some people are standing up to the new order, and they're blaming you.
I believe these are the people you call Zero Day. I don't know their names, but it's safe to assume they have a ringleader. And in my experience overseas, removing the leader...
All right, we get it. Take down the leader, we take down Zero Day. But why now?
2 weeks ago, a shell company connected with Zero Day's operations imported 40 kilos of Semtex from an old Soviet bloc depot. But it never left London. Which means Zero Day is planning a bombing that will make those earlier bombings look like a bonfire. And I think I know why.
As we're all now painfully aware, false flag attacks are a common propaganda tool for despots. Kill a load of people and the rest fall into line behind whoever says they won't let it happen again. In this case, Zero Day.
Which means we both want to discover who's pulling Zero Day strings and stop them.
We need to get hold of the personnel dossiers of anyone connected with the earlier bombings and their cover-up. Then Malik and I can analyze their common connections and work out who's in charge of Zero Day.
And I'll be on the comm to observe.
Why? So if Malik's right, Zero Day are some kind of shadowy cabal of spies who blew up half the city to secretly take control of the government. But now they're pissed off that someone's standing up to them, so they're going to do it again. That's awful.
I agree. You'd think they'd come up with something besides another bombing. Bit of a double beat, isn't it?
Sabine, could this be our fault? Zero Day's retaliating because we're standing up to them.
Cut that victim-blaming shit. I'd rather get blown up 1,000 times than lie down just so some wannabe tyrants can stamp on my face.
To była natura.